A youth convicted of burglary and drug offences has received a top award while serving his sentence behind bars. He and 10 other young inmates from Christchurch's men's prison were recognised today for their success in the Duke of Edinburgh Hillary Awards, a program which involves completing challenges that teach new skills, including leadership, goal setting and decision making. The Corrections Department hopes learning these skills will ensure the young men don't return to prison once they're released. Maya Burry reports.
At an awards ceremony at Christchurch Men's Prison today, 11 youth offenders were recognised for completing challenges as part of the Hillary Award, a program which has been offered to those in the prison's youth unit since 2016. Recent challenges for the inmates included running a full marathon, which added up to 19 laps around the prison complex, completing a tramp, and camping out in the prison yard. One 20-year-old offender who took part, and who RNZ News can't name, says he ended up in prison serving a 3-year sentence for drug and burglary offences after hanging out with the wrong people led him down the wrong path.
It's hard because I try and block everything out that I have done out there, but there's some parts that I don't want to block out. It feels like I've been here for about 20 years, It's been a while.
The 20-year-old offender received a gold award at the ceremony, making him the first prisoner in New Zealand to achieve this level while behind bars. He says the program has taught him new skills and challenged him to think differently. The 20-year-old says that's important because he doesn't want to return to prison.
Oh, very important, because if I come back, I'm going to lose my family, and they've told me this, I've had this last chance and I can't break it, and I'm too scared to, I'm scared to get out. In case something does happen or I get pulled into the wrong people, but I've got the rest of my life ahead of me and can only look forward to.
Christchurch Men's Prison's youth facility is home to 34 young men at the moment. The only other facility of this kind is in Hawke's Bay. They are watched over by the youth unit's principal corrections officer, Gary Smallridge. Mr Smallridge says the level of offending of those who stay at the unit varies, from young men who have committed car conversions and minor thefts to more serious crimes including murder.
One of the big major things at the moment is aggravated robberies, and that's most of them, I think, oh look, we're out of cigarettes, let's go down to the dairy and just take some, and not thinking of consequences and things. And just the ones that we get in here that have sort of just mixed up on what they've been smoking and drinking, and it's usually like after 2 weeks we get to know who they are and they start to come out. They're only kids that have just been lost.
Gary Smallridge says he's very proud of those who participated in the challenges, which are optional, and he is always hopeful the men coming through his unit will be successful outside of prison.
They leave here good kids, but sober kids, but a lot of them are going out and trying their hardest, but they'll go around to their mates and they're smoking something, so, and one kid went home and said, I'm on conditions I can't smoke. So they said, well, sniff fly spray, that works, and it's just dumb stuff. They're still kids, so we really need that support to get around the kids and just keep them safe.
The Corrections Minister, Kelvin Davis, attended the awards ceremony. He says programs like these are an important part of trying to reduce reoffending rates and ultimately the prison muster.
Stopping reoffending is essential. Also reintegration into communities is just as essential. Most importantly though, we've got to make sure that people don't go into prison in the first place, and that's the real challenge ahead of us.
The Corrections Department is in negotiations to offer the opportunity for prisoners to take part in the awards challenges in 6 other correction facilities around New Zealand. In Christchurch for Checkpoint, Maya Burry.